Hey everybody! All right. Welcome to Entertournament of Champions podcast. This is Sick Jeff speaking right now, and I'm joined by my healthy co-hosts Kyle and JD. I think you guys are healthy, right?
What? As far as I know, I haven't had any tests done or anything. But...
okay.
I think I sound pretty normal, right? Sound good. This is how you get ants. I don't know.
And that's how you get ants. All right.
Yeah, you do a much better H. John Benjamin when you're actually sick.
It's true.
It kicks it up to 11.
Man, it kicks it up to the size of a tangerine. All right. Okay, random Michael Caine aside. Today, what we do in the podcast, though, is we take a specific topic or a genre of an entertainment medium, like movies, TV shows, and we give our top 10s on them, which we did last week for most anticipated fall movies of this year, and then we put that in a 16-seeded bracket, which we're gonna debate today. And the first matchup today is 16-seed Justice League, because we like chaos. Versus number 1 seed Star Wars Last Jedi. And what goes first? Who cares? Last Jedi wins the whole thing, right? I mean, this is kind of like a joke.
Yeah, we could just throw in the towel.
Yeah, let's just do that. Why even do the whole song and dance, you know?
There's no tension here at all. There's like none.
I didn't even want to have this discussion, so great. Let's wash our hands of this.
I hope we have a good backup topic, though, because I blocked out my whole day for this shit.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. We could
have some time.
Yeah, we could have. I have a list somewhere, I'm sure, of 1997 songs. We could just talk about.
It's very random that you would have that list. It's very specific. Weirdly, I have the same list in front of me.
Cool.
Guys. I have one too.
Oh my god! Wow, the stars aligned.
This is amazing. We're synchronized crazy on the list that we have in front of us.
Yeah, who knows it? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not going to happen for any of the songs. I mean, 100%.
Probably not.
Probably not.
We probably picked the same artists in many areas,
but different songs.
Maybe? Different songs. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so sorry for the bait and switch, everybody. It's just obvious that Last Jedi would win, and it's kind of pointless to do the bracket. But that's not to say there's not any good fall movies coming out. We talked about it in the last episode, so go listen to that if you're curious. As far as 1997 songs go, I mean, there was a reason for it. I think I just stumbled upon an article that was like, here are the top songs from 20 years ago. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's such a great year for music. And 2 of my favorite albums of all time came out that year. OK Computer and Science, which we'll talk about both, I'm sure. And Third Eye Blind's another favorite, too, because that's one of the first CDs I ever got. Ever.
Yep.
But it's just a semi-term life, so we're just gonna talk about baby. I hope nobody picked that song. I swear to God, if I hear that song,
I'm kind of I may have picked the single though. I'm not gonna be happy about it.
To be fair, half of the album is singles, like the first 6 songs. So
but there are better songs in that album.
I agree. I picked one outside of the top 6,
and I think similar to our most anticipated, but for different reasons, we're not going to do a bracket for this one because it's just impossible to gauge what the better song is, especially if it's not my genre, bro. Kyle threw out some songs as he was compiling his list, and I listened to all of them really, but some of them I was like, this isn't my genre. I can't get into this at all. And how do you argue that in a bracket? You can't. Right. You know what I mean? It's just much more difficult to argue music, because there's more. It's more about it's the most about taste.
Yeah.
It's not like. We're gonna be like, Barbie Girl, technically speaking, had a great melody.
Yeah, well, it had more plays that year than any other song. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that.
This was the year of 2 of the most annoying songs in the world, Barbie Girl and Tub Thumping. Sometimes you get knocked down and you gotta get up again and again and again.
Talking shit about my number 1, bruh?
I swear to God, if these songs are in any of your lists, I swear to fucking...
You're never gonna get me down.
And I think we should talk about... I don't think we're going to push at all in this episode.
Oh, okay.
But at least we'll mention it, if one of us has a song at number 9 and another one has it at number 2, we're going to say push it. so we can push the conversation down to whoever has it at number 2, so we don't like repeat ourselves. And that's the sound of us. That's our trigger sound to go ahead and get started.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Whatever.
Your intern's
love that
working
thing.
way too hard, man.
I love that fucking thing. And at the end, we'll go over honorable mentions. There was a lot of good songs this year, so I wrote down quite a few actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, in this one, I go since who started last time? I think
I started last time.
yeah. So I go first. Yeah, because Kyle went. No, wait. Sorry, I went last time, so I go first this time. That's how that works, people.
Okay, Ricky Bobby.
So right, exactly. Because if you're last, you're first the next time.
You're first.
From the exact quote from Talladega Nights.
Nailed it.
All right, so I'm first in this one, and my number 10 is a throwaway, but this song is still getting in my head on a regular basis. And it's a song. It's probably the best song about trying to hide your boner ever. It's a song by the band Next called "Too Close."
Okay.
Have you guys heard that?
I have not.
I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Hard for me.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I remember that at like several like all-star skating things
Yes.
that
There was
happened in
several
elementary school.
Middle school
That's
socials
really weird
where
that
it's
that would
inappropriate
be,
for us
That's
to
very
hear.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's all about grinding and hiding your boner
Sure.
effectively, which I just
but that's
I didn't
what was
pick up the
happening.
context for until years later, of course. But 10-year-old Jeff, I mean, yeah, this is like the perfect song. The perfect song to listen to. I don't know what's going on down there, but I don't want anybody to see it.
right. I relate.
Anyway, that song, total throwaway at number 10. But it does get in my head all the time, and I think the beat's great, and the melody's great, even though it's like just silly as fuck. It was either this or Backstreet Boys, honestly. It's like I wanted to throw away.
I thought
in there.
about it.
I did,
thought
like,
about
because they wrote good pop songs, dude. Like, whoever wrote them wrote good pop songs for Backstreet Boys.
I was in middle school choir when a lot of their songs were coming out, so yeah, I mean, I sang that shit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
exactly.
I can rock the shit out to some of those songs.
So next up we have... Sorry, I had to pull it up. JD, you're next.
Cool. Kind of a throwaway for me, although I really liked the song at the time. It's by Blur. It's called Song 2.
Hell
And if
yeah.
you did-
Woohoo,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, dude, that thing just gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
And it's only like 2 minutes and 10 seconds long total, so it's really easy to digest.
Yep. Because the chorus is
but yeah.
literally just woohoo over and over again.
Yeah, and I don't know any of the words like, cause there's a I wonder.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
If
It's
they're
a
like,
blur.
Your family is gonna die if you don't sing that song
Right.
verbatim. I'd be like, oh, mom,
Yeah.
I
R.I.P.
love you. but-
Love you, Mom. As long as you loved me.
You're like, wrong song.
Damn it.
Are you sure you
Nick-
don't want the song about getting a boner? Because I can sing that. Yeah, this song was revolutionary for commercials. For car commercials.
Yeah,
Oh
Totally.
my god, this was
Yeah.
everywhere,
Wow.
even to date, probably.
Yep.
Fucking
Good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. I remember 1997, Jeff, was like, this song kicks ass. This is rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's much harder
Three-
rock songs out there.
3 power chords.
Yes.
Just, or maybe 4.
Yeah,
Something like that. Fucking
something
retarded.
like that. But it's the whole song, you know? Yeah, it's the entire song. Kyle, what's your number 10?
I have a throwaway for my number 10 as well.
Nice.
I had to stay true to 1997 Kyle and what he was bobbing his head to and singing and nailing. By the way, nailing. Had great pipes as a kid. Not so much anymore. Marcy Playground, Sex and Candy.
Oh, nice.
Boom. So can I push that? Because that...
What? Really? You have it maybe
Yeah.
later?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, we can
Yeah,
just...
a little bit. We can push it.
Can I push it? Oh, you
go
got
ahead.
it queued up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. It's louder on yours because my speakers are a little further away from the mic. Yeah, you can still be our Kapusha guy. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Good.
Good.
That's a good song. That's an honorable mention for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll talk about it more. Anyway, back to my number 9. This is probably going to be a push too, I'm going to be honest. It's Deftones' Be Quiet and Drive. Anybody?
I have a different Deftones song.
Oh, you have a
Yeah,
different
same-
Deftones song. Oh, that's cool.
Same here.
Okay.
Same here.
Interesting.
Same difference.
This wasn't the same year as Change in the House of Flies, though, was it?
No.
Okay, well then, never mind. Yeah, there's no other song. There's no other song.
Because that song would be on. I'd be on here.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be like one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my god, it's so good. I honestly, this is kind of like a newer appreciation, or at least adult Jeff appreciation, because I didn't listen to this kind of music. Like, it was mostly just, like I just said, Too Close type shit. The stuff that's on the radio is what I heard.
Dude, there's nothing like a Chino performance circa like the late 90s, early 2000s. Seeing them live. Fucking awesome.
I don't believe you. But
awesome.
But this song I played when I was I joined my first band after like 19 years old, after high school. And we played, this was like one of the few covers that we played, and it just kicks ass, dude. Yeah. This song rocks so hard. Yeah. It's a little repetitive, but it rocks so hard. It's good. It's good though. I like it a lot. Fond memories of people actually like cheering to one of our songs when we started it, because otherwise we're playing originals and they're like, well, I don't know what this is. Anyway, yeah, this song rocks ass, and I like it a lot. Good memories. So JD, what's your number 9?
It's Sex and Candy. I didn't put it too much higher.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
A little push.
Little push.
Yeah. A little bit of a push.
Salt and Pepper wasn't really here for that. They were mildly a present for this, because it was only a little bit of a push. Yeah.
A little bit of a push. Yeah, that's very true. Well, Kyle, you brought it up first, man.
I mean, what can I say other than it's just catchy as hell? I still remember all the fucking lyrics to this day, which is probably why I don't know math or whatever. Because your brain is just infested with like this like fucking 106.1 Kiss FM shit,
Got a good
which is, let's just say top 100, so it's not so regional. Top 100 radio station.
Yeah.
I like that song though, man. It's catchy to this day. If it's on, I'm listening to it. And it's a sexy song. Even like when you're singing it at that age, you feel like you're kind of getting away with something.
It's true. Yeah.
It says the naughty words. So
it does. Yeah. When I was 10, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, right.
Sex.
Exactly.
Ooh.
It's kind of mysterious.
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of candy does it smell like, though?
Yes.
Is it like licorice? I imagine.
No.
Yeah.
Imagine it's the black Twizzlers.
Is it red vines? Yeah.
Yeah. Look, we're a licorice family, okay? I don't know what movie that's from. It's from something I watched recently.
From some TV show. Yeah, I remember. This is a Red Vines family or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't place it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's recent. It's from this year.
We were a licorice family, but I'm a Red Vines man now. So.
Oh, interesting. Never tried.
You turned.
We were Benedict Vine Arnold over here.
Well played. Did you have
this
more
song
to say on Sex? Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, this song got re-drilled into my brain when I worked at Godiva in 2009. This was on one of the in-store songs it would play, and that was so fucking appropriate.
Sure. Yeah.
Stonebriar Mall. All I'm doing is selling to moms who are just like happy to be out of the house, even though they have their 5 kids with them, and their husband's not giving them any attention. They go in there and eat a chocolate-covered strawberry with Sex and Candy on the fucking... God, get out of here.
Right.
It's fucking done.
It's done.
Done.
It's done a lot of strawberries, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
I said, that's an honorable mention for me. That I like the song structure of it, where like the chord changes are unpredictable, and the melody. There's just something off about the entire song, the way it's constructed. Even though it ended up being a successful pop-ish song by today's standards, like it's successful, like it's on the charts. There's just something unpredictable and off about the song, like which I think is what gravitated people towards it, and the Sex and Candy stuff, like the titillating stuff, titties.
Sure. Oh, you said it.
You said tat.
You said it.
Kyle, what's your number 9?
Oh wow, my number 9 is Portishead by album. The album is Portishead by artist Portishead. All Mine. This is like they've been around for a while, and they're like the original like English trip hop band.
Sorry, go. You can keep talking because that's my number 8.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, All Mine. Yeah.
Cool.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no, it's because of your list. Like, I listened to it and I was like, okay, this song's fucking incredible.
It's good, right? Oh, I thought I was going to have to, like, kind of sell this song or whatever.
No.
And I'm like, I don't know enough about music to talk about it like these guys.
Weird as fuck, and I love it. Like,
I like the tunes, and the sounds are real nice. But I tried to write down some notes so I had some form of structure. Y'all are going to be talking about it way more in depth, so I'll try and keep it interesting on my part. Yeah, man, she's got like I don't know if you've listened to any of her other music, and please listen to some of the newer stuff, some of the newer albums, because they're fucking fantastic. But she has, like, no matter what, when it comes on, you're like, oh, this is Portishead, because like she's got that voice, you know. It's very, very psychedelic and very weird, and this song particularly, I could just picture at the start of like a James Bond movie.
Yes.
Just it opens up.
You got the horns in it. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, totally.
JD, have you heard this one?
Man, I did not listen to it, even though I saw Kyle's list. I should have. I might recognize it. I'm sure I might.
Hold on. I found it.
Oh, damn.
There's horns in it somewhere. Oh,
Yeah, this has been on in the background at a party or something.
Yeah.
Like devious shit was going on.
Dude, I'll tell you something. Girls did love Portishead, so I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Totally.
I'm sure, like, you know, like the girl that you had a crush on in art class or whatever totally listened to Portishead. Sorry to generalize.
It's okay, because if they didn't, you know what? I got to give them kudos for that, because at the time this was Backstreet Boys era, or around the start of it. NSYNC wasn't even a thing yet. Backstreet Boys started it.
When a girl tells me she likes Portishead, that's hot for me. I'm like, oh, you like music? Okay, good.
Yeah, you like actual experimental music.
Real music. That's
yeah.
awesome.
That'll kick you up from a 6 to a 9 pretty goddamn quick.
Yeah. Get it? Penis.
Inside there for you, ladies.
Believe it or not, the only exposure I had to Portishead was the album Third that came out like 10 years later, in 2008. That was the only exposure I had. So when you listed a Portishead song, I was like, more the reason to listen to that song. And I did, and I was like, yep, this is the one. This is the one. This is, I gotta put this on the list. New Love, man. It's a great song.
Awesome.
It's so good. And
cool.
It's weird, and the music video is creepy as shit. I like it.
It's so weird, yeah.
It's like an old school, obviously it's the 90s, but old school random like VHS tape of just like a little girl singing the song or something, like a spelling bee almost, or a talent show. It's weird. Anyway, it's great. JD, what's your number 8? That was my number 8, so what was your number 8?
I should have probably gone with something a little different on the album. It's just I didn't remember enough and have time to revisit. But Urban Hymns, The Verve, I put Bittersweet Symphony as my number 8.
Oh, okay.
I have a song from that album.
And it's probably better. It's just this is the one.
Yeah, way high. I don't know why I love this. Well, we'll talk about my song later. I shouldn't steal your stage here.
No, I mean
Bittersweet Symphony is an honorable mention for me.
Bittersweet Symphony is a fucking fantastic song.
Every movie in the late 90s and early 2000s had this song like in their credits or somewhere in the movie.
Yeah,
like almost every teen drama or anything had that in there.
You would know the orchestral part even if you've never heard the song. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
One measure and you're done.
It's like a million different measures from one day to the next. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I keep no. Yeah.
I remember it mostly from like Cruel Intentions, I think. That one with Ryan Phillippe. Is that his name?
The guy with too many P's in his name, yeah.
That guy.
You mentioned that actor. All I think of is how did Will Forte get him to put a what was it, broccoli head or celery up his ass and dance around?
Oh, on
and
SNL?
MacGruber.
Oh, MacGruber.
Yeah. Well, anytime I think of that actor now, I think of that scene. Like, how did fucking Will Forte get him to do that? That's just crazy.
I forgot about that. I blocked it out of my mind.
It's such a great movie. People go watch that movie again. It's so goddamn good.
Watch it.
Watch it. Anyway, Bittersweet Symphony. Sorry, I didn't want to steal any thunder.
No, that's cool. This was kind of a throw-in for me. Like, my last 3 were just kind of like, I'm just going to go with what I know.
Right.
Go safe.
That's my first...
7 on.
My top 3 I'm very confident in. It's like the rest of them are just kind of like, I like these a lot, you know? Like,
yeah.
Very passionately about them. I'm very passionate about them.
Yeah.
Kyle, what's your number 8?
My number 8. This might be a throwaway, but This song may have been like an entry point for a lot of heavier stuff for me. It was Rammstein, Du hast, man.
Oh, nice.
And someone showed me this song like must have been middle school or something, man. And they're singing in Russian. You can't fucking understand what they're saying. Is it German?
German, yeah, it's German.
Yeah, I had a backtrack there. I was like, fuck, don't let me be that guy. This is probably the entry point for a lot of heavier stuff for me, which I dabble in some heavier stuff. You know, I like a little, understanding my music as well. But there's no understanding this because they're singing in a different language, man. But this song, talk about another song that was in a shit ton of movies at this time.
Yeah.
They played this song everywhere. You know, you would, if you're in a club, especially in Europe, in a movie, this song is playing 100%. Yeah. Triple X even starts like with them like playing, I think, this song. You know, so
it's funny too because I listened to that album and it has a lot of hard rock type of songs that you could plug into any like badass action movie and get away with it.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's like their style, you know. Like that's just like, man, like they're hard, man. I really like them. I don't listen to them still. It's kind of something I listen to then.
I went through a phase. I listened to this song. This is an honorable mention for me too. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's on par for me with like Dragula by Rob Zombie. As far as if you're in a club like in The Matrix, you're hearing that fucking song. Like
totally.
It's anywhere.
Yeah, Du hast is interesting. I don't know what to call it. Is that synth or whatever?
It's industrial metal.
Industrial metal.
Yeah.
No, not that style, but like the instrument that's like it's like a synth type of weird thing.
Yeah, that's a synth. Yeah.
That's cool. I'd never heard anything like that before. Obviously I was 10, so I didn't have exposure to a lot.
Right. Well, now that's like in most like prog rock that I listen to now. So I'm like, that's right at home. I was just, I like a little synth, and it's a throwback kind of to the '80s sound and stuff like that as well. So there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on there. A lot of introductions to like kind of musical things for me, like with that particular song, which kind of interesting to think about. It's not really like a wholly complex song. It's just it's just a song that kind of trudges through like kind of the same motion, but like it's good, man. It's a good rockin' song.
I want to clear something up with this. Do you have it anywhere on your list, JD? You don't, right? You would have said something.
I don't. No.
Okay. No. It's HAST is have, HASST is hate. So it's have. You have me. I just want to clear that up with everybody.
Oh.
I speak German, so barely, but I know that.
Everybody thinks that you hate me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what everyone sings it as,
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's 20 years of something I thought was knowledge right out the fucking window.
HASST, which SS in German is like it looks like a capital B, but it's like a mixture of that and like a treble clef note. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a weird fucking letter. To indicate. If it was hate, then it would look like a different fucking letter. It would be a different word entirely. Just some knowledge I want to drop on everybody, because everybody else is going around going, yeah, you hate me, fucking emo, yeah. Like, and it's like, it's not, this is a love song. It's a love song. Anyway.
Wow. That's the biggest fucking bomb.
Really?
Like, yeah.
That's good. I'm glad that we could blow minds here, and I hope that yours is not the only one.
I went my entire
life.
I'm
done with whatever I was saying.
I blew myself too early.
All right, so my number 7 is oh god, people are gonna. This is the most cliched song ever in existence, but in 1997 it was not. Okay, it was not. I want to stress that. Green Day, Good Riddance.
Ooh,
oh, Jesus!
I forgot that Green Day had an entry this year.
Yeah, they released Nimrod in 1996.
Nimrod.
I think.
That's right.
I think they did. Anyway, this song it's more of a sentimental thing than like this song's pretty too. It's got a great strings part in there. Where they, it's just the guitar and it's and it's like a bunch of strings over and over. That's a great part. Yeah, Nimrod, 1997. One of the first songs I ever learned on guitar too. But sentimental reason wise, like it's totally a cliche now, or it quickly became one, to put this song into like slideshows of shit, like of your family and stuff. Right. Yeah, my family totally fucking did that. So, guess what? Yeah, that's why it has a sentimental value to me, because that's all I think of now is my family when I hear this song. And I played it at my grandparents' 40th or 50th anniversary party, 40th, one of the big numbers. I played it there with my uncle, and it was awesome. It was a hard time not crying. It was a great moment. So it's all for like sentimental. The song's decent, but it's just GCD. Let's get over that. Let's get over that really quick. But yeah, it's let's just move on from that. Anyway, so JD, spice up this list with a good number 7.
Well, I don't know if it's a good number 7. It depends on if you're willing to put your 1997 goggles on and not view this band in retrospect, because it's a Metallica song. And
I've never been a Metallica guy. I'm sorry to say that.
Me neither.
I used to be relatively into Metallica, and then the whole Napster thing happened, and I lost a lot of respect. But this one's on Reload. It's the Unforgiven 2. It's the sequel to The Unforgiven, which came out on an earlier album, obviously. But yeah, it's a great song.
I was thinking it was just a sequel to a song they didn't even have an original to.
There's not an original out there at all.
No, not at all, anywhere.
Right to number 2. Just skip to the best.
This one had Fuel on it.
Yeah, it did have Fuel.
Yeah.
And, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which
That's
that's
a good song.
So when I first started playing guitar, my neighbor, who I think you know, Jeff, Kevin Maines, yeah?
Yeah, I do know him,
Yeah, he lived a few houses down from me. And he was a year above me, I think, or quite a few years above me. I don't remember. Either way, he was teaching me how to play guitar.
What? Kevin Maine? He was in my grade. What are you talking about?
What?
I'm pretty sure he was.
I
remember having several classes with him.
Oh, you know what? You might be right.
Oh, Kevin Maines. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else. Kevin Maines is I'm thinking of Kevin, somebody else's last name.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin Maines. No, yeah, you're right. Several years ahead of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was like my Cozart's older brother's age, so he was way older, but he was teaching me how to play guitar, and he was in a band and shit, so I like looked up to him a lot and went over to their house a lot, and Metallica was some of the early shit that he taught me. And like we started with Nothing Else Matters, because that's just fucking open. Like,
yeah.
You don't have to
It's just open on the guitar.
Yeah, exactly. And so we worked our way up to some of the more in-depth stuff, and I was fucking terrible. So you're a great teacher, terrible student, still.
It's easy to be terrible at Metallica, though. Like,
yeah.
I'm so bad. Well, the music's fucking hard, so.
This is a slower song. I'm sure you guys, I know you know the song, right? You've heard it? Maybe?
Probably.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure I have.
It's slower, so it's not, I don't think it's regarded as their favorite compared to the more upbeat shit. But, yeah, I like it, man. It's more melodic. It's when he started getting more harmonies in there and not just screaming all the fucking time.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Kyle, what's your number 7?
Oh boy, my number 7 is this is the one I was talking about, where it may not be the best song on this album. This is a song that I guess I have more like attachment to, just because of like memories I have toward it. It's Third Eye Blind Jumper.
Woo!
Oh, okay.
Woo!
Oh, that's the one I know the solo to. Okay, that's funny.
Oh, wow.
Every show or rehearsal, I should say, with my band, I would always just bust that solo out, and everybody would be like, "God damn it, Jeff!" Like, they get so mad.
This song just, I don't want to call it catchy, because it's a song that's about horrible stuff, but it is kind of upbeat, I guess you could say.
But all of Third Eye Blind's songs are like that, though.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
They're in your head, and you listen to the lyrics, you're like, you were just talking about falling asleep inside her after doing crystal meth. What the fuck?
Whoa. This is a song I did sing for choir edition to try and get into show choir. I did end up getting in that choir and then never showing up for it because I was really bad at waking up.
Was that at Williams? Or
it was at Williams. I'm pretty sure I was a grade below you. So
yes,
because you were in show choir, right?
I was.
You're in show. Yeah.
Total Harmony.
Total Harmony. Thank you. Oh my God, I can't believe you remember that. Of course you would.
Oh, dude,
you actually showed up and sang. Yeah.
That was a big choir nerd, dude. Big choir nerd.
Me too.
That was my shit.
I was a tenor.
That's right, because I remember there was one year where we were in the same choir class when I
got bumped up the second semester because
that's right.
I was so good,
Okay.
No, whatever.
Total segue.
No, they bumped me up right into that one, that's where I was in with this not the seniors but the sophomores.
The sophomores. Do you remember Laverne, the little boy? Do you remember
Yes,
that?
dude. We used to put him in little crates. We used to put him in like ice chests and stuff like that, and he'd pop up in the middle of class.
Oh my god! And like, Oakland would be like, "Why are you in my class, little boy? I don't like little boys." And we're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh man. That's awesome.
Memory lane.
Good times. Yeah.
Yeah, I was also there. No, I wasn't. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were there holding the signs. Yeah.
I'm like Barney Stinson trying to plug himself into stories all the time.
Yeah.
And that's when I walk in and I'm like, yeah, who's ready to party?
You're like, oh, Jeff, you're always interrupting class. But you were in acapella, right? The boy and girl choir as well.
Yeah, I did the acapella and Total Harmony. That was some good stuff.
I was in acapella at least, which I felt good about. The Total Harmony
acapella was fun.
I couldn't add on top of everything. It was too much for me. I was dealing with a lot of migraine issues at that time. It is a lot.
Dance. You have to
this boy had no rhythm. We didn't even get there yet. We didn't even get there. You know?
And I learned nothing between 10th and 11th grade because there's a video out there where everybody turns one way and little old JD turns the other way, and I'm like, man, you people just can't get this shit fucking right.
Put it
Ow, sorry, I hit my desk.
Oh.
My knee hit my desk. Sorry.
Didn't mean to hijack the podcast with relevance.
It's okay. Everything you just said will be cut out, so it's all good. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice. That's what we strive for.
Who gives a shit about knowing who these people are?
At the end of the day, we win because it's more work for you. Okay. we say stupid shit. You got to work harder.
I'm kidding. I don't want to edit anything ever again in my life. So we're just gonna leave it all in there. Fuck it. And if we say a racial slur, we'll just release an apology video later. It's
okay. That was 1997.
Yeah, a really insincere apology.
You know what? I'm sorry. I didn't even mean it like that. So
you know what? You would know I never say anything like that. So
you got to just say with all due respect, guys. We've been over this.
Have you seen that meme?
Just say with all due respect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sidebar my thing for later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just mean with all due respect, the N-word. That's all I'm just saying. It's fucking stupid. Doesn't work. Anyway.
Should I buy Jumper? I could perform this song for you today. I wouldn't though.
Today? Okay, here we go. And
yeah, go.
2, 3, 4.
If you could right?
Nailed it.
Okay, anyway. That's how it goes, everybody. My number 6 is a song... Okay, no, now I'm looking at it. All right, my number 6 is... This is another one I think I'm going to get laughed at over, but it's fine. I don't give a shit. It's a good melody. It's the Wallflowers, One Headlight.
Okay.
Come at me.
I'm not going to laugh at that. I like the Wallflowers.
It's the Wallflowers, One Headlight.
Okay. I got you.
I've never listened to them beyond this song.
I don't think I know what this is, so I can't judge you or anything.
It's this one.
I know this song.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This was another, like...
That song?
Exactly.
I like the song. Yeah, I like the song.
It's to me, that's their one hit. I think they did a cover of Heroes for the Godzilla soundtrack, the shitty Godzilla. But that soundtrack was the shit at that time. I remember the movie wasn't. Sorry to burst everybody's bubble about that.
Sorry.
20 years later.
Remember when they were hiding like the look of Godzilla for the longest time?
Because
it
looked like shit. He's just not ready. But don't tell him that. We're hiding the suspense.
They're like, here's a Puff Daddy video. Don't ask us questions.
Yeah. Hear my cries. Hear my calls.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I laughed. I bent over and I think I pulled something in my rib. That was.
Oh god. After this break, we'll be right back after Kyle goes to the emergency room. So One Headlight. It's just a good melody, dude. It's just a well-structured song. And sure, it's like the same persistent beat the entire song. Sure. I just think there's a lot of good moving parts in there in between that persistent beat. Like the guitars complement each other really well. This was a good debut I think it's a debut for Bob Dylan's son, first hit for him. I don't think much else happened for him after that, or the Wallflowers. Yeah. I still think it's a great song, though. Good chorus, too. Like, it's a good build-up to the chorus. Anyway, JD, you got to sing it a little bit like Bob Dylan, but he can sing, so it's a little different. So JD, what's your number 6?
Well, let me tell you something. I had to do some homework for this round, and this is from the album Homework. Actually, I realized, even though I thought I'd really never gotten into Daft's early stuff, I've heard the shit out of this song, and I love it. Around the World, amazing fucking song. That's the glue. That's the glue on that album for me.
For sure. I have a song
after listening to the whole thing.
I have a song from that album later on my list, but that was on my list for the longest time until I revisited it. And
nice.
I was just like,
dude, it's so catchy, man. It is. Seriously, it's been in the front of my head for all week.
And they remixed that song a million times.
Yeah, it's been sampled by everybody.
But even by them, like when they're like, okay, we're going to do a remix album of our new album, one of those songs are going to be remixed with Around the World. It's a shoe-in. Yeah. What a great song, though. I love that song. I love that album. I think that album is really good. I think that they had they learned much and talked about a band that just grew with every album.
Yeah.
Just oh my god, whoa, they just kept on excelling.
It feels even, I mean, I'm not really that big into that music scene per se, but Daft Punk has always been the one band in that genre that I listen to. And I just like that it was kind of an organic creation process. They didn't know they were making an album when they were composing all this shit. It just happened that way, and they had all these singles that they're like, dude, we can put this shit together and make it happen.
And they were interested in making disco music, that's why it's kind of house, but it's really disco-y and stuff like that.
It's just got its own signature, album. Man.
It really does.
You can't describe stuff like that in words. You can only describe it by the sound. And Daft Punk, I know when I'm listening to a Daft Punk song, even if I've never heard it before.
Yeah,
you just know it. There's stuff there under the surface that you just
I wasn't educated on this album at all. So when they released their new album, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It's just an ode to their earlier stuff. Now that I'm heard Around the World, and appreciate it. It's just them with more instrumental stuff going on, and not so much
more instrumental awareness.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think people were expecting that, though, going into it. It's a great song.
No, when I played that album for my roommate, he was like, "This is Daft Punk?" I go, "Yeah, dude." He goes, "Wow." The new one, the new album. He goes, "Wow." They've go on way. I'm like, "Yeah, man. They've they add in 10 new instruments every album, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not scared to take a chance, but they still stay true to themselves.
They orchestrated all of Tron. I mean, they created music for it, and it's fucking masterful. Yeah, it's so good.
They fit, their personalities fit into that world. It couldn't have been a better call.
Yeah, they did a cameo, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't even mad.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No.
Normally I'd be like, is that fucking Michael Jackson or something like that? I'd be mad,
Whatever.
It just
that
worked.
Fucking Ed Sheeran?
Hey, what's that? It's a new one. I'm in love with the shape of you.
I know
that would have been funny if he was playing an actual new song from his album.
Right.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. I know more about this guy than I ever wanted to know about, so thank you.
Yeah, you've learned a lot about British pop stars this year between Harry Styles and...
Yeah, absolutely.
He's Irish, right? Or Scottish. Or is he Irish? I don't know.
Which one is that? Ed Sheeran?
He's an ish. Yeah, Sheeran. He's an ish.
Yeah, he is an ish. He's not Americanish.
He's not a can. He's an
English. I just looked it up.
Okay.
He's not a can because he can't talk American. So, Kyle, what's your number 6?
What?
I don't know.
It was a band that's been brought up already. It's The Verve by album Urban Hymns, and Urban Hymns, yeah. And it's the song Lucky Man. That's the song I like for that particular album.
Oh, okay.
Really, really good song. Really moving. I don't know why that song out of because fucking A Bittersweet Symphony is the most iconic for sure. It's absolutely the most iconic. Lucky Man is probably another because I think it was a single, but you hear it in a lot of movies and stuff like that. One that comes to mind is Girl Next Door, they're playing it during the prom scene or whatever.
Oh, yeah, spot on, dude.
Really, really like that song. It's really moving. Listen to the lyrics of that song. It's just I don't know. you feel like a piece of shit whenever you're just like complaining about all your mundane shit every day, and you listen to like this song, and you're like, yeah, okay, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just a song that's always really rang true to me. It's always a song that I've always had on my phone. You know, a lot of these songs like that we're talking about tonight, like, you know, I don't listen to anymore. They just kind of like linger there in 1997 or as a memory. This is not one of those songs. Still enjoy it rather much. Album's pretty good too. The whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a lot of really good songs.
I've never listened to the whole album. I've only heard the Bittersweet.
I need to again for sure, because I was just going based on memory on this one, and Bittersweet was the only thing that I could actually literally remember.
Yeah.
Is it weird that both bands, like, with the Verve in the title?
The Verve pipe?
Yeah, they had the Freshman this year.
Very confusing.
That's very confusing. That's a good song.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is.
Be held responsible.
Wait, that was this year?
Yeah, that was 97.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have made my list if I would have done that.
That's a good song. Yeah.
It's a great song. Wow.
It's funny how shit like that works. Like, we got 2 Meteor movies in 99, right?
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Things just come around.
Things always happen.
Armageddon and Deep Impact.
Armageddon and Deep Impact, yeah.
And Volcano and Dante's Peak.
Yeah, it's funny
The
how
Mummy
that
and
shit
The Mummy.
happens.
That's just like, that's like way later, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Good times. Good times.
Transformers 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All in the same year. Michael Bay, hardest working man in showbiz.
Sorry. All right. So my number 5 is it's another one that it's like all I listen to is pop music. Go figure. I promise you my top 3 are not all pop songs, I swear. But Natalie Imbruglia's "Torn" is a goddamn amazing song.
Good one, dude. Good one.
Yes. Great song. Did not know it was a cover until we were doing research for this.
It is?
She's the one that defined the song. Like,
wow.
Like when you think of like that song,
I think
in
of the video.
Yeah, I think of the video where it's like just her in an apartment that's being taken apart and stuff, and it's such a great video. Kyle, are you familiar with it?
Almost naked. Like,
no.
Oh.
Of course I am.
Nothing's right, I'm torn.
Okay.
I'm a little late. This is how I feel.
Love that fucking song, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
song.
it.
Yeah,
like,
that song is fucking great.
Yeah. Everybody
God
knows it.
damn
Like, that's the thing.
But
I
he's
knew there
so
was gonna
good.
be a lot of
Lying
songs
naked on the
that,
floor.
like, dude, you just gave me so many memories of me sitting in the backseat of my mom's car, just like on the way to the mall, just like belting this song, like as an 8-year-old or however old I was at this time, 11, I guess. Ooh, God.
I know, it's crazy, right? Like, we were so young and, like, listening to this music going, it's a good melody, right? Like, it's just infectious and it's just in your brain. It doesn't,
I think it
even
shows
20
how...
years later, it doesn't leave you.
And then you become like a shitty teen. You're like, I don't listen to music with girls singing. It better be hard or nothing at all. You shitty shithead teenager.
Sorry, I started another clip. Anyway, that's my number 5. Great melody. I know it's not her song, but she made it into her own thing, and she performed the
It's hers.
It.
I don't care
Great
what
music
you say,
video
it's
to
hers.
complement it too. I forgot another music video that we already talked about. A song. Sex and Candy's got a great music video too. It matches the weirdness of that song. I think it's just great.
They used to have that all the time at Journey. You remember that store in Collin Creek Mall where you could go buy like Jinkos and Doc Martens and shit? They would have that on the TV.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember it way too well. Buying Jinkos and Doc Martens.
I mean, I worked at Blockbuster. They played music videos quite often.
did.
During the Blockbuster TV stuff.
It's true.
And it would always be fucking Counting Crows, and it made me hate them.
Jeez.
When they did the cover of that song, the something parking lot, and I'm like, fuck this song, fuck your parking lot, or whatever the fuck that song is called. Anyway, sorry.
Do you hate it when Jimmy Fallon does Durrett's impressions?
No,
and does
because
Counting
he
Crows?
nails it. It's just dead on. Yeah,
he does. It's great.
Anyway, JD, what's your number 5?
This is my Deftones entry for the list. This is from Around the Fur. It's called My Own Summer, parentheses, Shove It, emphasis.
Oh my god, that song
on the
is
Shove
good.
It. Dude, this was my band's
We fucking
warm-up
synchronized
song.
on that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Nice,
yeah.
dude. I love that song so hard.
Hold on 1 second, because I'm going to try and find some music for synchronizing really quick. Hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on. We're in a hold.
Holding.
Okay. Synchronicity. There you go.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's good.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Start
Nailed
2
it.
though.
That's
Synchronicity
crazy.
2.
The same song Yeah, this is my favorite song on the album, but I'm gonna let you talk first. It's
totally. I don't have that much to say other than like this song just packs the punch on the album for me.
Yes.
What was yours, Jeff? I can't remember the name of it. Something in Drive.
Be Quiet and Drive. Yeah.
Be Quiet and Drive. That one does stand out to me as well, but because this one has the band connection, like this is what we would play at the beginning of every practice session to warm up, and just fucking rock out, and then we go play our pussy ass shit after that. But like we were all such big Deftones fans that like we just had to get that out of our system and be the loudest we could early on, and then settle back into it. But Jesus, man, I love the song. The music video is pretty cool too. They're like on lily pads floating out in a lake or river or something, and I don't know. I just always liked it a lot. It's fucking hardcore, way more hardcore than I'm normally into.
Man, I don't know why I didn't land on that one.
Shove it! Like, damn, dude, just put it where?
Yeah.
Shove it where? I don't get it.
I don't get it.
That was me as a kid. Shove where? I don't. What? Shove what?
Talking about like your buddy? Like
Yeah.
shove him in the
Take
hallway?
that cookie and stick it up your
Yeah.
Kyle, what's your number 5?
That's it.
It was Deftones. Yeah, we synchronized.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That. My Own Summer. So with this,
that makes me
you
so
consider
happy.
this like new metal, which is kind of interesting. It's a weird subgenre. Go down that rabbit hole, everybody. Of subgenres. I've always been a big fan of his like haunting, like wailing vocals and stuff like that. Like, man, that guy's just got like, there's no other sound like him. You know, kind of goes back to the girl from Portishead. You know, like he's like the deep version of that.
Yes.
You know, it's just like you just know who it is whenever you hear him. And this song, yeah, like you said, it's just fucking, it just brings it. Is this the first song on the album?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's the lead off.
It really it sets the stage for a pretty good album, I would say.
Yeah, I love Around the Fur.
Yeah, I think one of their harder ones. So yeah, I don't have much more to say other than that too. Around the Fur is amazing, and go check out that album. Especially Deftones, also a band I still kind of listen to this day. They're not. The love I have for them is not as much as I had like kind of growing up or whatever. But like I still like check out their new stuff, and you know, I'm pleased whenever I hear one of their songs like in Saints Row or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah.
I agree, man. I don't really listen to that much of the newer stuff, but I listen to all the old favorites on it. I have a favorites playlist that I listen to from time to time, and never skip them when they come up on it, ever.
Right.
Ever. And they can replicate this shit live, too. Their sound is not watered down live.
Not produced, yeah.
And with his vocals, that's difficult to do. Because he's bouncing between screaming and harmonizing.
Jeez.
Dude,
braggadocious.
It's like my second concert ever, man. It was them and Godsmack. They opened,
oh my god!
They opened for Godsmack. That's how little the Deftones were at that time.
What? They're opening?
Yeah. Not. I guess I shouldn't say opening. They were
co-headlining.
The middle. They were the middle act. Yeah, before Godsmack.
Yeah.
Who all the
like
songs of Godsmack are the same song.
Yeah, they are. It's the Nama Nama music. What was it, Kyle? What's it called?
Nama Nama. That's totally it.
All right, top 4. Here we go. My number 4. My number 4 is Foo Fighters.
Better pick the right one.
I
I know you're not going to pick the right one.
It is My Hero.
I know you're going My Hero. You son of a bitch. You're wrong. You're wrong, sir. Whatever. I don't care. Talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, that pulsing drum beat kicks so much ass.
Uh-huh.
This song rocks hard.
It does?
Everlong's pretty good.
Okay.
What's the... I just don't... Maybe I just don't get the attachment to that song. But I do remember my band, again, this is another one that we covered. I don't know what it is with 97 songs and covering it in my old band. But we covered this one, and it rocks so fucking hard. And it's just a great tune. These guys are really good with rock music, obviously.
Yeah.
What is it with Everlong, though? Somebody please explain it to me. We'll get there, I guess.
Man, well, yeah, I'll explain it when we. I'll explain it.
I mean,
when we
I
get
understand
there.
why people like it, but it may not be my favorite either. But yeah,
I know I like it. That's my thing. Is I like it, but it's like everybody's just like best song ever, period, or whatever. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's okay, it's good. It's good.
Oh man, I think My Hero has got a little bit slower of a pulse. Like it does eventually build, and everything kind of comes in one by one at the beginning. But Everlong to me is just like frenetic, and it plays equally well electric as it does acoustic, and I think that's what my appeal is more than anything.
Yeah, My Hero doesn't do that at all.
No,
you
can't
need
really
a band
do that
to feel
without
that song. Yeah.
But I've heard some of my favorite versions of that song ever covered were just one man on an acoustic guitar, or woman, whatever.
What's gotta be a man?
Just whatever.
So, JD, what's your number 4?
I went with, let's see. Oh, gonna stand around till 2012 AD. What are you waiting for? A Certain Shade of Green. Incubus. Science, bitch.
So my number 4 is Incubus also, so that's fucking weird.
What song?
My number 3 is an Incubus song.
Your number 3? Wow.
My number 3 is an Incubus
song. Do this.
Incubang.
Let's do this.
Incubangus.
Not synchronized, though, apparently.
Not synchronized.
None of us are synchronized.
No, because they're different.
Mine's different from that. So
what's yours, Kyle?
Too, sounds like.
Mine is, you think I would know it right off the top of my head, but it's written down somewhere. New Skin.
Ooh, nice. That's
nice.
That's my second favorite on the album.
Nice. Yeah, great song.
So Jeff's wrong.
No, mine is hold on.
Summer Romance? Nice.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That song's amazing.
Dude, I can't disagree with any of those. Like, those songs
pretty
are
sure
all
Summer
fucking
Romance
sexy.
was on here for a bit before I ended up with New Skin. So I actually
New Skin is dope as
going
fuck,
back
though.
and revisiting this album was the first time I'd listened to it since we had listened to it on our road trip to the haunted house, which was the first time I'd listened to it in like 12 years.
Album holds up out the ass, dude.
Holds
It's
up
crazy.
big time, and like, man, the less you listen to it, and the more you like time, like I think you leave between like going back to it or whatever.
Yeah,
Man, it's just like you rediscover it. You're like, man, like they were fucking onto something way different, you know?
I had never.
And then they just kind of dropped it because it was like so out there.
Yeah.
Like it's jazz metal, which is weird.
It's like a funk
melodic rock in
well,
there.
though.
Funk rock, you know, like.
Dude, I
But
finally
then they
got
just
to
go
listen
straight
to,
melodic rock, which is fine. It's good. I still love their music, but
Me too.
it's just nothing like Science, in my opinion. There's nothing like that album. It's like still top 3 albums I've ever listened to in my life.
Totally.
Great album.
Sorry, JD.
Yeah,
what were you gonna say about specifically certain Shade of Green?
About Certain Shade of Green. Another one that I learned pretty early on the guitar. So I love the riff. Like, New Skin is great. And
that's a bass heavy song.
It's bass heavy, and then when you start getting into the lyrics, like, you're just like, ugh, dude, we're talking about like literally just a fucking scab and like the healing process and like picking at it and like leprosy and shit. Like, that's where my brain goes. But a certain Shade of Green is like kind of a social commentary ish. I like the gonna stand around till 2012 AD. What are you waiting for? A Certain Shade of Green. Like, you're just gonna fucking sit there and procrastinate whatever the fuck you're waiting on doing until this fucking one particular thing happens. Which, you know, that's as a 12, 13-year-old, I'm like, okay, fine, I guess I'll do shit today. I don't want to stand around till fucking 2012, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know, man. I just like that song.
I totally forgot about the 2012 AD.
Yeah.
Great song.
Get it? Because
that's when the
prophecy was the
supposed
world was going to end.
Remember, guys, when people were afraid of that all those years ago?
And then instead what they should have been dreading was the movie 2012.
Yeah, absolutely. Nicolas Cage should have started that movie. Yeah, Nicolas Cage should have started that movie. It would have been more like thematic. Yeah.
He was busy doing World Trade Center.
Yo, Jesus.
Oh yeah, he was probably. That's not
at the same time.
Incorrect, but I don't think. I think
he was busy doing The Last Witch Hunter or whatever that movie he was in.
Oh my God! Yeah, I think he was in this parade of bad idea.
I'm going bankrupt. I'm taking any script right now.
His
I'm gonna
character,
steal the Declaration of Independence.
His character in World Trade Center was actually an African American man. That's.
Oh my God! Really?
Yes. The person his character is based off of is supposed to be a black dude, and it went to Nicolas Cage. That's so fucking wrong.
If they released that now,
people would lose their fucking
especially because it's a 9/11 movie.
Right.
Yes.
That's probably why Whoopi Goldberg is like so prominently featured. It's like they're making up for it. little bit.
Yeah,
That's just how we make up for it. We put Whoopi in this shitty movie.
Sorry, guys. Here's Whoopi.
With Charlie Sheen. What is this?
I'm stuck
But
in
she
the
hasn't done like a
elevator.
drama since like when? The 90s?
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Somebody
been a
get me out
while.
of this elevator. I'm not winning right now. Kyle, why New Skin?
Why it's hard as fuck, man.
It is hard.
It is.
It's a hard song, dude. I really like that. And like that's like when I'm like, man, I do that again, Incubus. You know? Do that
I
type of
wish.
stuff. Do this whole album type of stuff again. Go experimental again. But like I just really like and I like their songs are catchy and fun now and stuff like that or whatever, but like
Right.
and I believe whatever. But like it's you know,
This song kicks ass. I don't know what you're
I
talking
love
about.
that song. I'm not making fun
Yeah.
of it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying it's not science.
Okay, good.
You know? It's not, you know, I love that song. Don't get me wrong. I like Incubus quite a bit. But like, you know, it's just not, it's not this stuff, you know? And I kind of yearn for this stuff. And
Even Nimble Bastard is kind of hard for them,
yeah,
which is a new song for them. Like it's
it is.
this
Oh,
year.
actually, no, I haven't heard their new album yet. So. It's
Oh,
still-
really?
still on
Nimble
my-
Bastards. You should watch the music video for Nimble Bastard. It reminds me of MTV days because it's batshit crazy.
Nice.
It's like a '90s trapped in the '90s type of music video where like a bunch of dogs are after them trying to take on their livelihood, trying to take on their. It's fucking crazy. It's hilarious. Great song though. Anyway. New Skin's awesome. I remember like my first listen through of Science, really gravitating towards that song. Not anti-gravitating. Sorry. See what I did there? Anyway, but like that was the one where I was like had it on repeat the most at the time when I first heard it. This was like shortly after high school, the first time I heard it. And then Summer Romance. I don't know, man. That's a more recent thing. Like in terms of songwriting, something I would gravitate towards most. Something I would probably pick up the guitar and wish I could write, basically.
Yeah. I like the crackling of the vinyl sound in the background of that
Yeah,
song.
it feels like old school.
Feels vintage as fuck.
Yeah, it feels vintage even though it's like a new sound. It's kind of awesome. I love
Yeah.
that about the song.
Totally.
And it does feel like an ode to love songs. Like it's not something that feels as experimental as the rest of the album is experimental as fuck.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of
I don't think
Certain Shade
there's
of Green is
any
like the hard
repetition on
rock. New Skin is kind of like metal-ish, prog rock-ish a little bit.
Calgon is like,
there's
what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah. What the fuck? But Summer Romance is like the straight up one that's just like, yeah, let's get down, girl, and have make some babies and shit.
Deep
It's just
Inside
like
is
straight
another
jazzy
song.
pop, you know. It's just goes down smooth. That's what I love about the song. It goes down real smooth, and I wanna make babies with it.
Nice.
So JD, what's your number 3?
Ooh, number tres would be the aforementioned Everlong by Foo Fighters.
Ooh,
Everlong. Yeah, kind of like...
I wonder.
And I wonder... will you sing along with me?
No.
If anything could ever be this real forever. God damn. No, this is the song. For me, it's iconic, and I guess largely the internet would agree that it's the consensus number one on the album. But I think it's a little more versatile, and so it speaks more to me because I am a terrible electric guitar player. Like I'm a terrible acoustic guitar player too, but I'm less terrible. So when something works and rocks out, but I can also kind of scale it back and strip it down to that bare bones acoustic style, I like that. I like it a lot. A lot.
I forgot to say that My Hero was also featured in one of the best comedies of the 2010s, and that's The Other Guys.
Oh,
where they
yes,
say,
it is.
Aim for the bushes, and then
Yes,
they just
it
go
is.
jump down to their deaths, and it's hilarious.
And
I
like
love
the
that
opening
scene. Yes, yeah. Sam Jackson and The Rock jumping off a rooftop to My Hero. It's so goddamn genius. I love that scene. Anyway, Kyle, what's your number 3?
Oh boy, my number 3, another band we brought up earlier. It's Daft Punk from Homework with the song "Da Funk."
Nice.
Da Funk. Nice.
Da Funk. D-A-F-U-N-K. Super, man, talk about a foot tapping inducing song. Like, just try not to like nod your head to that beat. You know, it's just like, man, it's really infectious. And it's like that song. It's a busy song. There's a lot going on. No vocals in it, so there's nothing, nothing to kind of like catch you like Around the World, which is arguably probably the most iconic song, again, from that album.
Yeah.
But Daft Funk is like, it kind of showcases a lot of like the things, to come for that band, and that they're gonna experiment with a lot more stuff that's just really instrumental and stuff like that. I really like it. It's a good song. Longer too. Says it's welcome. It's good. It's a good one. Also, Homework, vastly overlooked album by them. Again, it's their most it's
I
their
think
earliest.
so too. I mean,
it's
I
their
overlooked
earliest
it. Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
And it's this is like whenever you go, oh well, this is a band that like really grows with every album. Like it kind of gives a connotation. It's like, oh well, they kind of started weak then. No, they started strong, and they kept growing. And this album really showcases it. And the funk is really good. I mean, it's a really great song. But listen to the album from start to finish. It's definitely one of those.
God, now I know my mission for my next few visits to work is just Daft Punk homework. Get it?
Yeah.
Because it's homework. It's also drive work. Whatever. They've always been great though, and I've kind of kicking myself that I don't even listen to the Tron Legacy soundtrack that much.
It's good. The Tron Legacy track is really, really good, and the remix album, which is done by a lot of different artists, is good. It's good. It's like JD, I'm not like big into the bleep bloop and
yeah.
Gotcha.
I've had my time with that music, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm into it if there's like dynamics in it. Like I can listen to Deadmau5 all day because he has rises and falls in his music.
Sure.
When it starts to get too repetitive, he changes it to something else.
Right.
That's the only reason I can listen to people like that.
If it's good, it's good. Like that's
yeah, exactly. It's good. It's good.
Like, I still listen to Infected Mushroom, which is like really, it's more like industrial metal techno. I don't even know how you would describe that band, but like it's really techno heavy and bleep bloop heavy and whatever. But
that's what I think of.
But Daft Punk is a band I've always liked. When people were in love with Sandstorm, that ruined so good. I hate that song. I think that song is so fucking obnoxious. I'm sorry. I'm sure we have listeners that love it. People on this panel love it. That's great. No judgments or anything. Think that song is obnoxious.
It is obnoxious.
And while everyone was like so like up everyone's ass with this song, I was into Daft Punk before like I'm really hipster about this. Before like people were, because it's a band that I think my sister showed me or something like that. It's like an older more knowledgeable person kind of bestowed this upon me. So I was just like, well, I have something here that nobody from my peer group kind of knows about, that's not on the radio, until Around the World kind of took off big. And then like their next albums, they were kind of a household name by then.
Man, I think everybody here and listening should go listen to more Daft Punk. That's what you.
Daft Punk's amazing. It's not just bleep. It's not just bleep loops. That's what I say about that.
All right, so by number 2, oh boy, I think this is where JD and I are gonna like have some differences, maybe or similarities. We're gonna have
some words.
We might have some similarities or differences. It really depends, because I know you and I feel the same about Third Eye Blind's last 2 albums or songs on on their first album. So Third Eye Blind is my number 2. Okay. And it's not any of the hits. It's one of the 2 last tracks from the self-titled album.
Which one is it?
I ended up going with Motorcycle Drive-By.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You didn't.
I did, actually.
You did. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
That's fair. God of Wine, though, I can speak for that right now, is goddamn tremendous. I want to talk about both. Everybody to go listen to that one too.
Those songs belong together. They belong together.
They complement each other
for no reason. They just offset each other so well. Goddamn. Great finale.
Goddamn. It's so good. Anyway, JD, what's your number 2 then?
Cue the push it. It's Paranoid Android by Radiohead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's my.
Am I pushing it?
No, that's my number 2.
I didn't pick that one.
You didn't pick that one? Okay, so we can talk about this shit.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Man, Radiohead was a band that I missed out on a lot of their early shit. I've had to get into them retroactively, and I wanted to pick Karma Police. I was this close to picking Karma Police, but I think it would have landed a little lower on my list if I'd gone with that one. Like, this is one of the greatest songs in their catalog, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I need to give that entire album a listen. Jesus Christ. It's been too fucking long.
Oh my God. From front to back, that album is amazing. It's like
stacked.
A masterpiece. It's so good. And it's like from front to back, every song just hits you a different way.
Yeah.
And holds up. It could be released today. Well, they did release it today.
Oh my God, it's
they
available
re-released
right now.
it. They re-released it with some B-sides and stuff like that, which is cool. And they had some art tour directors do some music videos for them, which was really awesome. Anyway, sorry, keep going. Paranoid Android is awesome. I love it. I just went with a different one.
Okay. All right. So why'd you choose it, Kyle? I don't know.
I chose it too because it's the one that I may have chosen it just out of pure recognition because they're a band that like I've always known about.
Right.
People around me have been way more musically influenced than I've ever been in my entire life. I've been kind of the dumb friend. Everyone's like, "You're not listening to this," like when you come up to a friend who doesn't watch movies, and you're like, "You've never seen Inception? You've never seen this?"
Yeah,
fucking like idiot. What's wrong with you, Philistine? That's how people treat me, like with music or whatever. So I'm learning now, and Radiohead's always been a band that's been like thrown around and everything to me, like, "Oh, you got to be listening to this, got to be listening to this." And OK Computer is the album definitely I'm most familiar with. But of all the songs I'm most familiar with in their entire catalog, it's definitely Paranoid Android because it just so happens to be a lot of people's favorite. So anytime anyone goes, "Hey, let's listen to Radiohead," it's usually this song.
It's going to be that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was easy for me to pick that, which seems like a cop-out answer, but the song is really fucking good too. That's why you picked it.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's just fucking great, man. It's stuff that I would have never liked, at this age, at 1997, or even growing up, or even probably before the last 2 or 3 years before I've been quote-unquote musically woken.
Yeah.
So now I have a much appreciation for like this type of like music that's more experimental, non like traditional top 100s type music. You know what I mean? Even like I'm just now kind of venturing out of like my rock and metal and stuff like that. So it's a lot of new stuff for me, and this stuff sounds newer than most stuff I'm listening to, and it came out in 1997.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing with their shit from like this and Kid A is like, man, like this sounds like something that nobody's ever thought to do yet.
Yeah.
But they should have by now. Yeah. I mean, Radiohead did obviously, but I'm just saying like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like,
it just sounds so futuristic.
Like if someone goes, "Oh, like when did this album come out this year?" They'd be like, "No, like 20 years ago." Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because you can see elements of their music in a lot of prog rock this day and age, like the high pitched vocals and all that. Like
Muse would be nothing without Radiohead.
Yeah, for sure. Vocally, Muse is like on par.
Yeah.
But just that high pitched timbre, I think, probably would have turned me off when I was a 12-year-old for no reason.
Me too.
It just would have totally turned me off.
Well, I mean, me too, 100%.
After bands like Coheed and all these other bands I listen to that have a higher range, it's an easy transition to go back. We have to go back.
We gotta go back.
It's easy to do. It's so easy to digest this music now.
Yeah.
So that's a great number 2, and people are going to probably hate me or burn me at the stake for not having Paranoid Android as my number 1 because I'm a giant Radiohead fan.
What'd you pick?
I went with Exit Music for a Film on OK Computer. Not really a hit. You wouldn't know it if I played it. They initially wrote it for Baz Luhrmann's shitty Romeo and Juliet movie.
Oh.
I didn't like that movie. I'm sorry. I know it's got fans.
I didn't mind it. That's fine.
But it can. Honestly, I didn't like it.
Is that the
anyway,
one with
they ended
Leo?
up scrapping that. So they wrote it literally Exit Music for a film. That's why it's called that. Like they wrote it specifically for that movie, and then the idea just got dropped, and they put it in this album, and it totally fits.
Cool.
It's a song that like kind of like has that Damien Rice, or you could say it very much inspires that, like, or it makes you think of that style of music. Damien Rice / who were the guys from Swell Season? The two people from Once, Glenn Hansard and them.
Yeah,
where it's just like it starts acoustic. It starts acoustic and just like very like reverby, like he's singing it in an empty church almost. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And then it just builds into something totally just. I mean, it sounds like a vicious song or something, but I mean it's a love song, and he's telling all the people, all the doubters in their love, to just suck it at the end.
Yeah.
And it just sounds like it's weird because the ending lyrics are like, "We hope that you choke." Which is weird, but he's telling he's telling the people that like all of them, we hope your rules and wisdom choke you, and he's just emphasizing we hope you choke. But it just sounds so gorgeous the way he sings it, and there's like a bass that comes in. It's just fucking distorted as shit. It's just it's just basically a different telling of the Romeo and Juliet type of story, and how running away together.
Yeah.
how they're running away together and trying to make their love work in the face of all, the haters, whether it's their parents or whatever, other family members or the Capulets and the fucking whoever the fuck is in Romeo and Juliet.
Montagues and the Capulets,
Montagues,
right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow. Thanks, English 104 or whatever.
I
remembered
really
something.
Know those. I don't know. That should be common knowledge, Jeff.
I feel, you know what? Yeah, I feel like it should. That should be general knowledge. I did the.
You're like, it's the Swiss Family Robinson
general knowledge.
versus the.
Yeah, everybody. There's a website, songmeanings.com, because I had to look it up for exit music. When I first started,
is it
I was
like
what
every
the fuck
song
are they
ever?
talking about? Kind of. I mean, it's basically people just comment what they think the song means, and people just like give a thumbs up or whatever and rate each one based on if they think that applies to the song.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just wrote, it's just Romeo and Juliet, guys. Like, it's just calm down. There's nothing. There's nothing more to it.
What it
I mean,
boils
it's basically
down to.
just saying let's run away from these people that are telling us to not be together.
Suppressing our love.
You guys really got to hear this. It's beautiful and haunting, and it'll ruin your life. It's great. JD, what's your number one? But I think I know what it is.
Yeah, it is. Hold on, I want to go off on that. So when you said it's gonna haunt me, I had that picture of Jane Lynch from 40-Year-Old Virgin's. Like,
I'm discreet, but I will haunt your dreams.
Like that's that song. That's that song. It's fucking Jane Lynch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude,
He just goes, thank you.
Thank you. It's Motorcycle Drive-By for me, and I wrestled with this one greatly because I have a very equal appreciation for both songs. But I believe this one is a little bit more complete of a song, whereas God of Wine, it's the chorus that's the I know, like it gets stuck in your head, but that's the standout aspect. I love how Motorcycle just slowly builds up to this peak. And having seen them live do this entire album from start to finish with I think they threw in a few songs between Motorcycle Drive-By and God of Wine. Motorcycle Drive-By felt like the pinnacle of the show, for sure. That's when the crowd was the most engaged. So the energy behind it.
Dude, it's got a momentous build to it. It's goddamn great.
Absolutely. And the lyrics.
It's a jump up and down type of
It's a poem.
build.
This is a poem.
Yeah.
It really, Stephen Jenkins is an underappreciated lyricist, I think, because a lot of his shit that he's known for is goofy or irreverent, and this is a beautiful, beautiful song.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that most people, even who know this album, or at least the singles that are on it, probably haven't.
Which is
heard
like the first 5 or 6 songs. Yeah.
Because it's a 14 song album. That's a lot for back then. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, if you stick through to the end, it's got that payoff, and I think
absolutely,
it's definitely worthy of a number one spot. I had Paranoid Android there first until like 5 minutes ago, and I was like, no, fuck it, going. I'm switching this shit. Even though I was like, no tinkering, no more tinkering.
He's telling quite a beautiful and relatable, completely relatable story.
Oh, sure.
That I've related to over more. Excuse me, I can't talk today. I've related to more through the years. Where like. He's man. It opens with him saying like I'm sleeping on this girl's floor, like that I used to be with.
Right.
But I'm an idiot for coming here because we're done. There's no way we're gonna get back together.
Right.
And then it's kind of him kind of coming to grips with that through the course of the song.
Yeah.
And at the end of it is acceptance, so it's like it's a beginning, middle, and end to the song.
Yes.
God damn it, dude, it's so goddamn good. Everybody needs to listen to this. Even if you're a Third Eye Blind, fuck that band. Listen to this song, read the lyrics, have them up when you listen to it, or watch one of those lyric videos on YouTube or something.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Summer dies and swells rise. The sun goes down in my eyes. See this rolling wave. Darkly coming home to take me home. Darkly coming to take me home. Fucking love it.
Never been so alone and I've never been so alive. It's good. Yeah.
So relevant, too.
And how contextually he changes that. Like, it's almost like sarcastic when he fucking starts it. And at the end, you're like, he's saying it like it's I don't know. It
is acceptance. It's like you said. It's reconciliation in multiple senses of the word.
He's like declaring it happily.
Yeah.
Celebrating it at the end.
Yeah.
It's such a good song.
Dude,
anyway, Kyle, what's your number one?
My number one, I really wish I would have shared the right name of the song with you guys whenever I shared my list earlier, because if I knew I were listening to them, you would have listened to the song maybe. It's a new band I got into who I had no idea was around this long ago. Dream Theater. It's from their album Falling Into Infinity, and it's the song Line in the Sand. It's a fucking 12-minute song.
Most of their songs are.
I'm obsessed with like prog rock now and stuff like that. Yeah. And if it ain't like if it's under 8 minutes, I already know it's probably not going to be a good song. That's kind of my philosophy. Which is not real, everybody. That's just me being stupid. But yeah, they're an American progressive rock band. Like they're really synth heavy at the beginning of the song, and there's so many transitions, which is like it just makes my heart bleed whenever like songs transition. And I'm like, oh, I'm listening to a new song. Oh no, we're just on the 6th minute. Okay, great. We're just the same song. We're just transitioning to something else. And towards the end of the song, like you get a really nice piano part, which kind of slows everything down, and it comes really in with some like funky bass beats and everything. It's just a song that's just all over the place, and it just really shows kind of like the scope of their instrumental knowledge, you know. Yeah. They can layer up their music real nice, and they're a new band that I really like recently. They another one that I'm listening to a lot of their newer stuff, and they've just gotten really good. They've gotten pretty good.
Yeah. That band is like screams Kyle to me. That I'm so happy you got into them recently.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
I'm not super into them.
Yeah,
that's like one of the examples of like that's not my genre. I'm just not into it. But like I knew the type of music you listen to, and I just knew that like Dream Theater would be your bag.
Yeah,
and I'm a little surprised you haven't been listening to it this entire time.
Yeah, no, never. Just maybe 3 weeks ago. Yeah, like 4 weeks.
Awesome.
Maybe, yeah.
That is awesome. I think if we did make a bracket collectively, Paranoid Android would probably be number one and just end up winning anyway.
Probably, we could
just based on commonalities.
Let's just make the winner.
Yeah, Paranoid Android wins. Yeah, I may be paranoid, but I am not an android. All right.
Great video, by the way. Music video. It's fun. Good stuff.
I've never seen it.
It's animated. It's really good. Oh, it's fucking weird. Man. Yeah.
Their music videos are always. Have you seen their music video for "Burn the Witch"? Because it's incredible. It is that song. Obviously, it's about being like a what do you call it? Somebody that's just like put on trial for all society's fucking a martyr, basically, whatever you want to call it. Sure. Mm-hmm. And they're like somebody being accused of all these crimes that they didn't do, and everybody's got it's like a claymation stop animation music video. Everybody's got smiles on their faces as they're burning people at the stake. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy. It's a great music video. Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, Paul Thomas Anderson did a music video of theirs recently too. Yeah. Nice. They know some people now. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them.
This was a cool little episode. We got to do more music ones.
Yeah, I want more music ones. I really like that.
I got to think of, or we do collectively, got to think of topics that can provide us such a variety like this one did. Because this was all over the place,
Yeah, it really was.
97 yielded, and I'm surprised none of us had any, you had one sexy song on there, but no rap. There were a lot of rap albums that came out.
In my honorable mentions, I had Busta Rhymes' "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See" because I love that music video, and the song is just dope as shit.
It seems like every big artist had an album that year. I'm not big into rap, but I mean,
Notorious B.I.G. had "Hypnotize," which is still popular as fuck.
Yeah.
Jay-Z had an album out.
Oh, he did? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a hip hopster.
I'm not a connoisseur by any means.
No, me neither. I just know the mainstream stuff.
But I really when people show me good stuff from that stuff, I'm never turn this off. I'm usually enjoying it. It's just not music that I usually seek out.
Usher had "You Make Me Wanna." That was an honorable mention for me.
Yeah,
nice.
You Make Me Wanna.
I had the Crystal Method and Prodigy on here.
Prodigy.
I like the Prodigy.
Yeah. Fire Starter. Hell yeah, totally. Yeah. Vegas Trip Like I Do. Or Crystal.
Smack My Bitch Up. Classic.
Yeah, Smack My Bitch Up. Good stuff.
I love to listen to that around my parents. That was fun.
I had Meredith Brooks' "Bitch" on here because I know you can say bitch in the song.
I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother.
Jeez. Slipknot had an album that year. I can't recall a song from there that just one singular one that I'm like, that's the one.
I never listened to them. Never got into them.
I got into their later stuff whenever they stopped screaming. Oh, you should listen to their later stuff. They don't scream anymore.
Once he realized he actually had a radio viable voice with that Stone Sour shit.
Well, this is before that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
his voice is so good.
It is good. Yeah. But he's got a lot of really good, good songs like Vermilion 3 and whatever his latest out whatever. maybe not his latest, but the one ever after Vermilion. It's good stuff.
I had the Backstreet Boys song I ended up putting in my honorable mention was "Quit Playing Games with My Heart" because it had that catchy ass guitar part. And then Fiona Apple, "Criminal." That's a good song, dude.
Oh, yes, that's a great song.
Great music video too. Like it's just fucking. It's a like I don't. When I say dirty, I don't mean like in a X-rated context. I mean it just looks like a grimy video. It's just great. It matches like the "I've been a bad, bad girl." God, it's a great song. So that's our 1997 favorite songs.
Yeah.
Comment us some of yours because I'm sure there's like a ton that we left out. I'm sorry to all the tub thumping lovers.
So many bad people.
Yeah, I imagine.
They'll get back up again. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they'll get back up. If you get knocked down, get up again.
Get up again.
Never gonna keep you down. All right. So that's all we got for this episode. I'm Jeff Whitty, WIDDY on Twitter, and that's the only place you can find me pretty much because I don't really write stuff anymore. So Kyle, you're still streaming and shit, right?
Yeah, I'm still streaming and stuff and doing things, and I'm actually writing now. I just finished up my first article. It was a total blow-off article where I used somebody else's pictures for a convention that they went to and I didn't and posted them on my website. So, hooray! And you can find all that at sub-culture.com.
Oh, okay,
and they're
cool.
my roommates. I didn't steal them offline or anything. They're
okay. You're not like,
photos.
Yeah, this is from GameSpot.com.
No, yeah, these are credited photos. Imagine him as my man in the field, and I'm the guy back in the office writing up the scoop.
Okay. Awesome. JD, you're here. Oh my God, we saw La La Land live. That shit was incredible.
Dude, speaking of music, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was amazing.
Very jealous.
Unbelievable.
I left that going, well, I'm wasting my life not doing anything in music. That shit was insane. It was so cool to see.
Precision.
Yes. Oh, man. It was cool to be that close, too, to see the trickery, how they do it. Like, how the conductor is the one that
the screen.
He has the screen that's showing the movie, but it has like the metronome that's just like a big white dot on the one.
Yep.
And it on the upper right hand corner it has the measure of the song and the beat, and it's counting.
Can I say something controversial? If you don't mind, we're gonna let y'all say yes. If you don't like La La Land, you're a tryhard. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and agree with that.
But it doesn't really represent.
It doesn't really bring new things to the music genre to talk about.
Dude,
no, it's a great movie.
You know what? I don't want my story to be driven by the music. I want the music to be driven by the story. Yeah. And I think that movie achieves that more. Like Grease, everything major happens in a song. Like nothing consequential happens when they're just.
They have like literally no reason to drag race except for to put a song in there.
Right, and we got to
like
show
no
this girl
reason
with like the skirt
except to do Grease Lightning. That's the only reason.
So the songs were dictating that story, but La La Land, everything was organic because they are both in the industry, relatively speaking. So
right,
I just don't get the hype with the movie. That's all. I guess I just don't get it.
Look, you can criticize Gosling's dance moves are not super slick, but they shouldn't be because he's a goddamn jazz pianist, and her shouldn't be because she's an actress.
I can't dance at all. They all look slick to me. So,
well, I mean, like on a technical
and they're doing it in
like,
single takes.
They're not supposed to be perfect. They're not professionals. Like that's I don't know.
If they were professionals, there would be no movie. They'd already be successful.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know how hard that is to not only learn your role, your parts, be in character, but also know song lyrics, dance moves, choreography.
Right.
That's a lot, everybody.
And to get it in a single take, like the highlight is a one-take thing.
You're learning it in weeks, if that. You know, like you're like, hey man, you're professionals. Y'all should know this by now. It's like they're not taking dance classes for 3 years before doing this.
No,
not at all.
They're reading a script while they're doing their dance instructions. At the same time.
Right,
totally. Or someone's
no
reading
fucking
the
time
script
for
to them.
separation there.
Anyway, we love La La Land. That's what we wanted to end the episode.
So La La Land wins.
Thanks for listening, and I pitched that thing on my